Hey folks, Nathan here. Welcome to Nate's Favorite Deck Building Games. This time we take a look at another product coming from the DC deck building game. This is another of those games that can be used as a standalone or can be combined with the other games, though if you combine them, they combine really well with confrontations, not as much with the other sets, though you can go that route if you like. This is the second of the DC deck building game Rivals mini games. We already saw one with Batman versus Joker. This is Green Lantern versus Sinestro. So, brand new, smaller product here that we're going to be taking a look at. Of course, in order to play, you are going to need a rulebook, and it comes with one with everything that you need. You don't need any other DC deck building game materials whatsoever to play with this. And no, the playmat doesn't come with it. This is from an early promotion for the game. Now, we've already talked quite a bit about how this type of game works when we looked back at the Batman vs. Joker game. So we're not going to go into how to play Rivals. We just want to see what's in this set real quick and if there's anything new about it other than the theme. So once again, you're going to have 3 versions of either character, and you're going to fight your way through 3 increasingly powerful versions. So we have Sinestro for a cost of 9. Notice the Sinestro symbol there above where it says Supervillain Level 1, Supervillain Level 2, Sinestro symbol. This is the 12 power, and then a 15 power. And then the same thing for Green Lantern, a 9 power, 12 power, and 15, this time with superhero in the level number with the Green Lantern symbol. For the main deck, we're going to have 60 new cards, and just like with confrontations, you're going to see that the cards are labeled either Green Lantern or Sinestro as you go through them, so you know which ones you could use, say, if you're playing confrontations. I am told there is a reprint, re-released version of the Batman vs. Joker set that actually has symbols on it for Batman and Joker, but that's not on the original set. That wasn't added until Confrontations came around. So our 60 new main deck cards go over here. We have 10 regular weaknesses. They don't do anything other than just the regular -1 to your victory points, unlike some of the ones we saw with, say, Teen Titans Go deck building game. Now, since this is a Rivals game, you won't have a supervillain stack, but you also don't have regular kicks this time either. You have something similar that has a confrontation ability to it. There's 8 of these. It's called Hardlight Construct. All the cards are the same. They're not a type, so it's not like a superpower. This is not a type with that white background. It's not considered one for game purposes. They're all labeled as Construct here, just in case they're referenced by another card. They're +2 power like a kick would be, cost of 3 like a kick would be. They count as 0 victory points, and it's got a confrontation ability. In a confrontation, you may return this card to its stack. If you do, draw a card and then discard a card. These would go where your kicks would normally go while playing the game. And of course, you will need your starting decks, which are 7 punch and 3 vulnerability. Those are the same this time as well, just with new artwork. So we have 14 punch cards, enough for 2 players, and then 6 vulnerability cards, also enough for 2 players. And then finally included in the box are some things if you're playing with the Multiverse box. You've got your randomizer card in case you're playing the Multiverse variant of the game, and you've got a nice divider, as are included with all the games now. So not really much new to it, just a Green Lantern and Sinestro themed version of Rivals like we saw with Batman and Joker. It does have the symbols for the individual characters of Green Lantern and Sinestro, which is nice if you're playing with confrontations, but again, not something found on Batman vs. Joker unless you buy a more recent printing of it. It does swap out the kicks for the Hardlight Construct, but all they really do is give you something nifty you can do within the confrontation to make the card a little bit more useful. Otherwise, it effectively plays the same as what we saw back with Batman vs. Joker, only this time with a nice Green Lantern and Sinestro theme to the types of cards you're going to play. So if you're into this particular pairing from DC Comics, this might be the way to jump into the DC deck building game, or give you something quick to play if you aren't really into playing the longer version of the game. For those who play confrontations, it not only gives you a small, little quick version of the game, but also gives you some new characters to play around with when you're playing confrontations.